So you've been playing Jaws but still need help figuring out what to do. Well, I've got the beginner strat for you. And I did just accidentally rhyme. I'm Travis Murray with the Pinball Company, and just in case you're not aware, Stern Pinball recently released the newest Keith Elwin design game, Jaws. In this video, I'm going to show my current preferred ball one strategy. Now, this could very well end up being my launch party strategy because I believe it's a pretty decent opener for beginners and even seasoned players. This game plays on a pro, so take note, there's no upper play field, the drop targets are now stand-up targets, and instead of a boat with a bash toy, we now get a captive ball with Bruce hanging out above it. This model is using version 0.84 of the code on standard play in early February. Now, because the code is early, you should expect changes in future updates. But with that being said, understanding the core parts of the gameplay is important. Now, I'm not going to worry about maximizing points or multipliers or anything like that. The focus is purely on showing game progression and helping you understand this game at a foundational level. So let's go over a few key parts of this game to make sure we're on the same page before getting to the gameplay. And if you already know what's up, just use this timestamp for reference to time travel ahead to ball one. The captive ball located towards the upper half of the playfield qualifies shark encounters. For your first shark encounter, one hit is all you'll need. This will light up 5 major shots represented by the triangle-shaped inserts with the encounter names. Hitting any of these lit shots will start that corresponding encounter. The chum bucket will help advance progression to Jaws multi-ball as each hit moves the chum line to the next threshold and lights a shot red. This is shown on both the LCD screen and the playfield. The chum itself, well, it's represented by the color red, and each threshold is the flags. Hitting the chum bucket or a red shot will continue to advance the chum line to completion. Once this happens, yellow shots will be lit solid at the left spinner, center ramp, and left gate, which represent the harpoon shot. From here, you'll get a ball feed to your left flipper and need to hit a time shot at the moving fin target to attach your barrel to the shark. Think of it as if you're loading up your harpoon gun and firing away on the shark itself. If you miss, no big deal, just try again. After completing this part or attaching your harpoon to the shark's fin, the left spinner, center ramp, right ramp, and the left gate shots will all be lit with a blinking yellow shot. Once you hit this blinking yellow shot, your multi-ball will then start. Quint Shack, which is located at the right ramp, gives various progression awards. This shot is lit at the beginning of the game. You can also start your bounty hunts on the right ramp when they're qualified. With the standard version of the rules, the first Quint Shack will always light bounty hunt. With the bounty hunts, you will have 4 sharks to choose from that will give you various awards for completing the required task. Fish Finder is located at the targets to the left and has a few features and modes available. To light the Fish Finder, you will need to hit the stand-up targets when their insert is lit, or you can qualify it via Quint Shack. There are 3 beach tower targets, and hitting all 3 of these will collect a set. Now, after collecting 2 sets, you will start Feeding Frenzy. And Feeding Frenzy is a time mode in which each lit target scores a certain value. This value, it can be increased via switch hits, so the left spinner becomes a great shot to focus on. The total of this mode is awarded in bonus at the end of the ball and is maintained for the rest of the game. This makes it a great feature to stack with a multi-ball. These same beach tower targets also light the beachgoers at various shots. Now, the beachgoers are represented by orange circles, and once you collect 3 beachgoers at one shot, you have now closed this beach, and this shot will then light for a timed hurry up. Once you have collected 15 beachgoers and closed all 5 beaches, Rescue Multi-Ball will then start. So let's get to the gameplay, sit back and relax. If you have any questions at all, leave them down below and I'll get to them as soon as possible. All right, Jaws Pinball, which does have a pretty awesome beginning to it, by the way, so be sure and watch the intro to it. For now, though, since we have the ball save on, I like to plunge to a flipper, so that way I'm not qualifying to playfield and I can get a clean shot to that captive ball. Now, why is that? One shot to it, it lights all the modes around. And then on top of this, I can also take shots at the chum bucket to start advancing my chum line and start advancing the Jaws multi-ball. And that's what you're seeing right there. We're already nearly halfway through it, and that ball save is just now pretty much gone out. And at the same time, we just started the mode Scars, which is a very fun mode. So there's a couple of good things about this. One, we got a ball back to our left flipper. And 2, I'm going to be able to take free shots to that right side to progress the Scars mode. And then on top of that, I can also light Bounty Hunt via Quint Shack, which we just saw right there. So one more shot there. I want to get my Bounty Hunt going. And essentially, too, we're also making, chum progress as well. and beachgoers too, since I kind of missed a couple of shots. But with Bounty Hunt, I always like to go with Mako first. This is because it upgrades the fishing reel, and that just leads to easier bounty captures in the future. But again, we're not going to worry too much about that. This is all about just kind of teaching you the basic progression at the beginning of this game. Now, with Scars, what you want to do, you want to try to hit blue shots without hitting any of the stand-up targets that are out there, except for, I believe the left stand-up targets are okay to hit. So you're going to make some progression that way, and as you can tell, we lit Quint Shack there again, which lit our fish finder. Now this is on standard, so it's not deterministic, so that's just kind of a lucky break right there. But what you'll notice right here, we have completed our chum line at this point, and that's why you're seeing the game state in the way that it is. So our goal at this point is to get our barrel attached to that fin. So we're going to see the countdown come on right here. And this is kind of where we get to the next phase of the multi-ball. So this is a very fun part of the game. And of course, right here, I just totally botch it. Just Mr. Magoo shot's missing it, but that's okay because even if it times out, they do relight. And that's why you see them on the left and right side, or the left side right there. I hit it, immediately get the barrel attached. And now you will see the 3 shots or 4 shots out there that are lit. As soon as I hit the yellow shots, multi-ball will start, and I got extremely lucky there as I just dunked it through the gate. So now we're in Jaws multi-ball. Now with this particular multi-ball, what I'm personally really focused on is just hitting some stand-up targets, kind of just praying and spraying as that ball saves on. And this is mainly because I can get Feeding Frenzy going, which is already going in the background. I also want to hit that chum bucket 3 times, which adds a ball. And that's really what my goals are in this particular mold or multi-ball. I also want to try to complete the mode if possible, but sometimes it's okay not to. It just depends on if you plan on using a playfield multiplier later on, but again, we're not discussing that in this video. So with this multi-ball, you're basically hitting some red shots to give your Jaws award, and then you will eventually light your jackpot, which you see via the yellow shot that's blinking at the reel. What I also did right here is I'm using the flip lock. Now the flip lock is at that mini lane up top to where I can use my mini flipper to hold on to the ball, and I use my action button. When it's green, hold it down, and then it should lock in a ball there for roughly 15 seconds or so, 10-15 seconds. And then right here, I also closed a beach, which you can do during multi-ball as well. Basically, that just means I collected 3 beachgoers at that point, and then it started my hurry up, hit the shot, beach is closed. So that gives you an idea at the very beginning of what you can do. There's a lot of things that are close to the start button. And from here, my next move is trying to get my next encounter lit. And another thing to note that I just did right there, that center ramp is an awesome bailout shot. If you're not comfortable with where the angle is when trying to hit that captive ball, feel free to just hit the center ramp and it comes right back to your left flipper. So here we got a stack going. I hit the wave ramp for Beach Panic, and then I immediately got my Night Search multi-ball via the fish finder. That's what we just saw right there. So this is a nice stack to use, mainly because Beach Panic has shots lit across the whole entire playfield. I love this mode, especially in a multi-ball. And with the night multi-ball here, you will basically hit the shots that are out there, and eventually the shots will go away. You'll just have to hit the left stand-up targets in order to relight the shots. Lots of things going on right now then. So my extra ball just came in because I collected 8 beachgoers out there. So that's what we saw there. And with the newest code, it's worth 15 million. So we're still playing around here, trying to do some Beach Panic. And I'll admit it, I'm kind of just playing on the fly right now. I'm still trying to understand how the modes work completely in terms of what's the best way to approach them and the most efficient shot path and all that, but we'll figure all that out. We got to learn this together. So if you guys have an idea, let me know down below in the comments. All right, Night Search multi-ball's done. And we're seeing other things get completed as well. This is where you're seeing that I just have a chum bucket to go for the Mako, and that's what just happened right here. So I've got to hit that reel shot while it is green, which represents the reel spins. And we got Feeding Frenzy going once again. But if I do that enough, eventually it'll make it to where my shark is lit up the middle, which is happening right now. So once I hit that captive ball, for this particular shark, I will capture the shark. I'll complete my bounty. So we got Quint's Challenge going here. It's just a combo mode. In the game, you get that by hitting so many wave ramps or left ramps to spell orca, and then you go down that right in lane and that will automatically start. So here, it's pretty cool. We ended up getting our beach clothes, and I think I accidentally used a multiplier there too. That's why you saw the score be what it was. But again, not talking about multipliers. Don't want to confuse anybody. Don't want to confuse myself at this point. Still trying to get it sorted out. But I do like this approach to the game. This is the way that I found that's most efficient for me. I'm not sure if it would be efficient for everybody, but if you're trying to figure out what to do in this game, I highly encourage you to do something similar to this, just to kind of help you get through progression a little bit easier. Now we are in Raft Attack. Raft Attack is the right ramp shot or the right ramp encounter. And yeah, that's what you're seeing right now. And you basically hit one of the blue shots that are out there, then that will light the fin target, that'll pop up, and then you hit that target right there. Rinse and repeat. So it's red, we gotta hit it one more time to finish our mode, and we do. And also note, Fish Finder is lit once again at that mini lane. And I also have Life Ring lit on the right side, that little target to the right. And I didn't really explain that earlier. That does have to do with the action button as well. That basically lights a ball save to the left side of the playfield, or the left out lane. But you have to use the action button. So it's, again, it's for another day, but it is there in case you were wondering. All right, another Quint's Challenge right here. And at this point, we can seriously start thinking about Rescue Multi-Ball. Because if you notice, I have one more beachgoer left on that left side. Now right here, that's a quick shot I was trying at. I have not really explained quick shots too much, but that is a major part of the game also. That's a lot of fun. But for purposes of this video, we're not gonna worry about it too much. But just in case you are wondering, you hit a quick shot via the left gate. You can use the mini flipper to go over, and then it comes down to your left flipper, and you gotta time it to that fin target to hit and get a certain value out of it. So that's what that is right there, but not really focused too much on there, but at least now you know. So now we're trying to close the beach. Good value right here coming. Still trying to close the beach, and we got it closed. So right here, your flippers will completely die, and it'll go through this little LCD process. It's pretty cool. Light show, sound, you know, pinball things. The ball will then come out, and it's your job to try to rescue all these beachgoers. They've decided to swim knowing there's a big ass great white out there. Now, if you watch the movie, of course, it's totally the mayor's fault, I think. But anyhow, blue shot represents a shark. You want to save the beachgoer, or you could be like me and just brick every single shot and fell the rescue, and they get chomped on like that. Whoops. But other than that, hit the various shots, all major shots, and you could rescue beachgoers. It's the little things that entertain me, as you can see. But I really do enjoy this mode. I'm not sure if I do it right here. If you happen to get through all the rescues and still have multiple balls alive, then you'll kind of get to the next phase of this particular multi-ball, which involves super jackpots, the fin staying up, hitting the fin so many times, and victory combos. You're not going to see that right here because this is just an atrocious multi-ball at 47 million. People out there should be more than capable of getting 100 million if you're jamming on shots. I've seen even 200, 300 million before. So there's a quick shot right there. And that's what we explained a little bit earlier. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire game up front in terms of things that you should probably know entering this. And there's the glorious sound of that. So here's the important thing about this. Yes, there's a lot going on here. Yes, there will be more things coded in. And yes, I did not explain everything to this game. But the most important thing of this is that you understand the core concepts of this game. That you understand how to start the encounters, you understand how to start the multi-balls, you kind of get an idea and a feel for what the fish finder does with the modes over there. You kind of get an idea with what the quick shot does, even though I know we didn't really explain it too much. But yeah, there's so much other stuff in this. Gear is still coming. You do have the machete playfield multiplier, which basically is just another layer to this game, another level to this game that we're going to go over here pretty soon in another video. And then of course you got the bounty hunts, in which you have to do various tasks in the game and then eventually capture your shark. Other than that, what do you guys think about this game? Are you having fun? Do you have any other questions? Or you just feel like I don't know, going to play pinball? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly do appreciate it, and I will catch you guys on the next one.